Welcome back to Coffee Break English. I am Noah. Tonight we continue our master journey with Vol.3 of the original text of The Little Prince. In our last episode, the little prince arrived on Earth and felt sad in a garden of 5,000 roses. But tonight his life will change. He will meet a fox and learn the secret of what makes things unique. We will also follow him and the pilot as they search for water in the deep silence of the desert. I will honor every word of the original text. I will only pause to spell and explain the key words. Let the peace of the night settle around you. Let us begin. Chapter 21. It was then that the fox appeared. "Good morning," said the fox. "Good morning," courteously replied the little prince. "Who are you?" asked the little prince. "You are very pretty to look at." "I am a fox," said the fox. "Come and play with me," proposed the little prince. "I am so unhappy. I cannot play with you," said the fox. "I am not tamed." "Ah, please excuse me," said the little prince. But after some thought he added, "What does that mean, tame?" Tame, T-A-M-E. It means to change from a wild state to a gentle or manageable one. It is an act too often neglected, said the fox. It means to establish ties. To establish ties? Just so, said the fox. To me, you are still nothing more than a little boy who is just like 100,000 other little boys. And I have no need of you. And you on your part have no need of me. But if you tame me, then we shall need each other. To me, you will be unique in all the world. Establish, E-S-T-A-B-L-I-S-H. Neglected, N-E-G-L-E-C-T-E-D. I am beginning to understand, said the little prince. There is a flower. I think she has tamed me. The fox gazed at the little prince for a long time. Please tame me, he said. So the little prince tamed the fox. And when the hour of his departure drew near, the fox said, "Goodbye." And now here is my secret, a very simple secret. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Essential, E-S-S-E-N-T-I-A-L. Something that is absolutely necessary or extremely important. Invisible, I-N-V-I-S-I-B-L-E. Impossible to see. Chapter 22. Good morning, said the little prince. Good morning, said the railway switchman. What do you do here? Asked the little prince. I sort out travelers in bundles of 1,000, said the switchman. I send off the trains that carry them now to the right, now to the left. And a lighted express train shaking the switchman's cabin passed by with a roar like thunder. They are in a great hurry, said the little prince. What are they looking for? Not even the engineer on the locomotive knows, that said the switchman. Switchman, S-W-I-T-C-H-M-A-N. Locomotive, L-O-C-O-M-O-T-I-V-E. And a second lighted express thundered by in the opposite direction. Are they coming back already? Asked the little prince. These are not the same ones, said the switchman. It is an exchange. Were they not satisfied where they were? Asked the little prince. No one is ever satisfied where he is, said the switchman. Only the children are flattening their noses against the window panes. They are lucky, said the switchman. Exchange, E-X-C-H-A-N-G-E. Satisfied, S-A-T-I-S-F-I-E-D. Chapter 23. Good morning, said the little prince. Good morning, said the merchant. This was a merchant who sold pills that had been invented to quench thirst. You swallow one a week and you no longer feel any need to drink. Why are you selling those? Asked the little prince. Because they save a tremendous amount of time, said the merchant. Calculations have been made. You save 53 minutes in every week. And what do I do with those 53 minutes? Anything you like. As for me, said the little prince, if I had 53 minutes to spend, as I liked, I should walk at my leisure toward a spring of fresh water. Merchant, merchant. Quench, quench. Leisure, leisure. Time when one is not working or occupied. Free time. Chapter 24. It was now the 8th day since I had had my accident in the desert, and I had listened to the story of the merchant as I was drinking the last drop of my water supply. Ah, I said to the little prince, these memories of yours are very charming, but I have not yet succeeded in repairing my plane. I have nothing more to drink, and I too should be very happy if I could walk at my leisure toward a spring of fresh water. My friend the fox, said the little prince to me, my dear little man, this is no longer a matter of the fox. Why? Because I am about to die of thirst. Endure, endure. To suffer something difficult or painful patiently. He did not follow my reasoning. He answered me, it is a good thing to have had a friend even if one is about to die. I for my part am very glad to have had a fox as a friend. He has no conception of the danger, I said to myself. He is never hungry or thirsty. A little sunshine is all he needs. But he looked at me and replied to my thought, I am thirsty too. Let us look for a well. Conception, conception. It is absurd to look for a well at random in the immensity of the desert. Nevertheless, we started walking. When we had trudged along for several hours, in silence, the night fell and the stars began to shine. What makes the desert beautiful, said the little prince, is that somewhere it hides a well. I was astonished by a sudden understanding of the mysterious radiation of the sands. Immensity, immensity. Radiation, radiation. Chapter 25. The men where you live, said the little prince, raise 5,000 roses in the same garden, and they do not find in it what they are looking for. And yet what they are looking for could be found in one single rose or in a little water. But the eyes are blind. One must look with the heart. I had drunk the water. I breathed easily. At sunrise the sand is the color of honey. I was also happy in that honey color. Why then must I feel this grief? Grief, grief. Deep sorrow, especially that caused by someone's death. You must keep your promise, said the little prince softly as he sat down beside me once more. What promise? You know, a muzzle for my sheep. I am responsible for this flower. I took my rough drafts of drawings out of my pocket. The little prince looked them over and laughed as he said, your baobabs look a little like cabbages. Oh, and I was so proud of my baobabs. Muzzle, muzzle. Responsible, responsible. Vocabulary review and practice. Tonight we have reached the most profound secrets of the little prince. Let us review the words that are now part of your heart. Tame, tame. Establish, establish. Essential, essential. Invisible, invisible. Satisfied, satisfied. Merchant, merchant. Leisure, leisure. Endure, endure. Immensity, immensity. Responsible, responsible. Chapter 26. Beside the well there stood the ruin of an old stone wall. When I came back from my work the next evening, I saw from some distance my little prince sitting on top of it with his feet dangling. And I heard him say, "Then you don't remember? This is not the exact spot." There must have been another voice answering him, for he replied, "Yes, yes, it is the right day, but this is not the place." Dangling, dangling. Hanging or swinging loosely. I continued my walk toward the wall. I saw him again. He was reaching down toward the ground. And there, at the foot of the wall, was a snake. A yellow snake that can kill you in 30 seconds. I started to run, but at the noise, I made the snake let himself flow into the sand. I reached the wall just in time to catch my little prince in my arms. He was as white as snow. Yellow, yellow. Snake, snake. What does this mean? I asked. Why are you talking with snakes? He looked at me very gravely and put his arms around my neck. I felt his heart beating like the heart of a dying bird. He said to me, "I am glad that you have found what was the matter with your engine. You can go back home now." How did you know? I was just coming to tell him that my work was successful. Gravely, gravely. In a serious or solemn manner. He added, "I too am going back home today." Then sadly, "It is much farther. It is much more difficult." I felt that something extraordinary was happening. I held him close in my arms as if he were a little child. And yet it seemed to me that he was rushing headlong into an abyss from which I could do nothing to restrain him. Abyss, abyss. A deep or seemingly bottomless chasm. He had a serious look in his eyes now. "I have your sheep, and I have the box for the sheep, and I have the muzzle," and he gave me a sad smile. I waited a long time. I could feel that he was reviving little by little. "Dear little man," I said to him, "you are afraid." He was afraid, there was no doubt about that, but he laughed softly. "I shall be much more afraid this evening." Reviving, reviving. Restoring to life or consciousness. Again, I felt myself frozen by the sense of something which was irreparable, and I knew that I could not bear the thought of never hearing that laughter anymore. For me, it was like a spring of fresh water in the desert. "Little man," I said, "I want to hear you laugh again." But he said to me, "Tonight it will be a year. My star will be at the exact spot where I dropped down to earth a year ago." Irreparable, irreparable. Impossible to repair or make good. "Little man," I said, "is it not a bad dream, this business of the snake and the appointment and the star?" But he did not answer my question. He said to me, "The thing that is important is the thing that is not seen." Yes, I know. It is the same as for the flower. If you love a flower that lives on a star, it is sweet to look at the sky at night. All the stars are abloom with flowers. Appointment, appointment. It is the same as for the water. The water you gave me to drink was like music. Because of the pulley and the rope, you remember, it was good. Yes, I know. And at night you will look up at the stars. Where I live, everything is so small that I cannot show you where my star is to be found. It is better like that. My star will be just one of the stars for you. And so you will love to look at all of them. All of them will be your friends. Pulley, Pulley. And then I am going to give you a present. He laughed again. Ah, little prince, dear little prince, I love to hear that laughter. That is my present. It will be as it was with the water. What are you trying to say? All men have the stars, but they are not the same things for different people. For some who are travelers, the stars are guides. For others, they are no more than little lights in the sky. For others who are scholars, they are problems. Scholars, scholars. People who are highly educated or have deep knowledge in a subject. But all these stars are silent. You and you alone will have the stars as no one else has them. In one of the stars, I shall be living. In one of them, I shall be laughing. And so it will be as if all the stars were laughing when you look at the sky at night. You and only you will have stars that can laugh. And he laughed again. Laughing, laughin. And when your sorrow is comforted, time soothes all sorrows. You will be content that you have known me. You will always be my friend. You will want to laugh with me, and you will sometimes open your window so for that pleasure. And your friends will be properly astonished to see you laughing as you look up at the sky. Then you will say to them, "Yes, the stars always make me laugh." Comforted, comforted. Soothes, soothes. He grew serious again. "Tonight, you know, do not come. I shall not leave you," I said. "I shall look as if I were suffering. I shall look a little as if I were dying. It is like that. Do not come to see that. It is not worth the trouble. I shall not leave you." But he was worried. "I tell you it is also because of the snake. He must not bite you. Snakes are malicious. They can bite just for fun." Malicious, malicious. Intending or intended to do harm. That night I did not see him set out. He got away from me without making a sound. When I succeeded in catching up with him, he was walking at a quick and determined pace. He only said to me, "Ah, you are there," and he took me by the hand. But he was still worried. "It is very far. I cannot carry this body with me. It is too heavy, but it will be like an old abandoned shell. There is nothing sad about old shells." Abandoned, abandoned. He sat down because he was afraid. Then he said, "You know my flower, I am responsible for her, and she is so weak, she is so naive. She has 4 thorns of no use at all to protect herself against the world." I sat down because I could no longer stand up. He said, "There, that is all." He still hesitated a little, then he got up. He took 1 step. I could not move. There was nothing but a yellow flash close to his ankle. He remained motionless for an instant. He did not cry out. He fell as gently as a tree falls. There was not even any sound because of the sand. Motionless, motionless. Chapter 27. And now 6 years have already gone by. I have never yet told this story. The companions who met me on my return were well content to see me alive. I was sad, but I told them, I am tired. Now my sorrow is comforted a little. That is to say, not entirely. But I know that he did get back to his planet, because at break of day, I did not find his body in the sand. And at night, I love to listen to the stars. It is like 500 million little bells. Entirely, entirely. But there is one extraordinary thing. When I drew the muzzle for the little prince, I forgot to add the leather strap to it. He will never have been able to fasten it on his sheep. So I keep asking myself, what is happening on his planet? Perhaps the sheep has eaten the flour. At one time I say to myself, surely not. The little prince places his flower under her glass globe every night, and he watches over his sheep very carefully. Strap, strap. Fasten, fasten. Then I am happy, and there is sweetness in the laughter of all the stars. But at another time I say to myself, at some time or other one is absent-minded, and that is enough. The little prince forgot the glass globe, or the sheep got out without making any noise in the night. Then the little bells are changed to tears. Here then is a great mystery, for you who also love the little prince. And for me, nothing in the universe can be the same if somewhere we do not know, where a sheep that we never saw has or has not eaten a rose. Absent-minded, absentminded. Look up at the sky. Ask yourselves, is it yes or no? Has the sheep eaten the flour? And you will see how everything changes. And no grown-up will ever understand that this is a matter of so much importance. This is to me the loveliest and saddest landscape in the world. If you should travel to Africa, in the desert, please look at it carefully so that you may be sure to recognize it. And if you should come upon this spot, please do not hurry on. Wait a little at the exact spot under the star. Then, if a little man appears who laughs, who has golden hair, and who refuses to answer questions, you will know who he is. If this should happen, please comfort me. Send me word that he has come back. Landscape, landscape. Vocabulary review and practice. Tonight we have reached the end of this timeless story. Let us review the words that will stay with you forever. Tame, tame. Establish, establish. Essential, essential. Invisible, invisible. Immensity, immensity. Responsible, responsible. Gravely, gravely. Irreparable, irreparable. Malicious, malicious. Landscape, landscape. The journey of the little prince is complete. You have followed him from his small asteroid to the deep desert and back to the stars. You have learned that the heart sees what the eye cannot. Your mind is now full of the original beauty of this story and the English language. This concludes our master series of The Little Prince. It has been a great honor to share this original text with you. Every time you return to these episodes, you will find something new, just like looking at the stars. If you were moved by this journey, please show your support for Coffee Break English. Like this video and subscribe so you don't miss our next Storyteller series. I am Noah. Thank you for your incredible dedication. Sleep deeply now. Look at the sky tonight and hear the laughter of 500 million bells. Good night. Good night. Good night.